Hi, welcome to Early On. We provide programming in Brantford and Brant County for children ages 0 to 6. My name is Pauline, and I had a great walk today. I went outside, I took a paper bag, and I found lots of things on the ground. It's getting a little cold outside, and if you look up to the trees, you'll notice that some of the leaves are starting to fall to the ground and turn color. So I brought some of those things today to show you. So some of the things I found a stick that was laying on the ground. And I found some bark from a tree. Oh, and I found this. It's an acorn with a hat. An acorn fell from the tree. And let's see what I have in my bag of things here. Oh, look at that. We have some colorful leaves. We have an orange leaf. Oh, goodness. Oh, look at this one. This is a nice big leaf. And you can see how the color is kind of changing from a dark green to a light green. And then we have this nice looking yellow leaf. And we have a green leaf. It still hasn't changed color yet, but they are still exciting to see. And here's another red leaf. Oh, I bet you know what these are. Do my friends at home know what these are? Do you see them outside sometimes? What are they? They're pine cones. So these are really neat to do an activity with too. You can glue some things on top. Yes, all right. Let me see what else I have. Oh. I have some more leaves here, and I have these things. These leaves are a little bit different. They're really, really tiny. These are great to use. If you have paint at home, you can dip it in the paint, and then you can paint with it on your paper. Let's see. Oh, I have some more colorful leaves. I have a red one and another yellow one. So they're all different in shapes and sizes. So today I'm going to show you a few activities that you can do with them. I'm just going to put them over here. So the first one we're going to do is some leaf rubbing. So what you'll need for that is a piece of paper. And I have 3 different kinds of colors of crayons, and I've taken the paper off. So what we're going to do for our first leaf rubbing is we'll take our leaf and we'll put it down on the table. We're going to put our piece of paper on top, and then we're going to use our crayon and we're going to rub on top of that paper, and it's almost like magic what happens. And make sure that you try and get all of the leaf in. You might have to use a little bit of your muscle and kind of press down. So this is what happens when you do a leaf rubbing. You get the print of the leaf when you rub the crayon over top. Perfect. So let's choose a different leaf. Let me look in my pile. Ooh, I think I'm going to try this one. This is a nice looking leaf. So I'm going to put that down again. And I think this time I'm going to use orange, my orange crayon. And I'm going to rub it again. There we go. Rub some more. And look at this. This is pretty. And then if you want, you can cut that out and you can put them on the window. So for this activity, you will need a coffee filter. And out of that coffee filter, I made a leaf. And we're going to do some coloring today of this leaf, kind of like tie-dyeing. So I have a plate here that I'm going to use. And I'm going to put my coffee filter leaf on my plate, and I have some colors. So this is just a little bit of food coloring in a little bit of water. Now I have a special dropper called a pipette. But if you don't have one of these at home, what you can use is a medicine dropper, or you can just use a spoon and just kind of drip some water down. So I'm going to put some spots on here of some green. And then I'm going to do some red. Put some drops on here. Then I'm going to add some yellow. So I'm going to put some yellow down here. All right, so let's see what happens. Now, when you do this at home, you're going to have to let it dry a little bit. So I'm going to lift it up to show you how pretty this leaf looks. All of the colors, well, it's hard to see. Let me see if I can put something behind it. All of the colors that we used have mixed together to make it a tie-dye look. So another way you can do this is if you don't have any food coloring at home, you can take one of your coffee filters, and what you can do is you can use marker. So you can color all over your leaf and make a different color. And I have some markers right here. So I'm going to use these markers, and I'm just going to color all over some of the leaf here. And one more color, we're going to use brown. So once you have that done, now I'm going to use another plate, and I'm going to put it down. And I have this, and I got this at the dollar store. So parents, you can find this at the dollar store. It's like a little spritzer. So I filled it with water, and then the children, you guys can just spray. You can spray your leaf, and see how I'm spraying? See what's happening? All of those colors are kind of mixing together to give us the same effect that we had with our food coloring. So I'm going to lift that up so you can see. So when it dries, it'll dry a little bit darker, but this is a great activity to do. And when it's done, you can take them up into the window and it'll look great from the outside. Another activity we can do today is using some shaving cream. So I have this leaf here that I cut out of paper, and I have some shaving cream, and you guys can get this from the dollar store. I'm going to shake it up. So I'm going to put some shaving cream all over this plate. There it goes. You see? Just going to put it all over this plate. Just shake it up a few times. So once you have enough shaving cream in there, I have some paint, so I'm going to put some paint drops on here. And I'm going to use, that was yellow, I'm going to use some green. And then I'm going to use some orange. And then I'm going to mix those colors together. I'm just going to use my pipette. I'm going to marble those colors together. And then I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to set it down on top of the shaving cream. I'm going to move, there we go, so you can see. All right. And then I'm going to lift it up, and look at that. You see all those colors there? All right. So once that's done, I'm going to put it flat on another plate, and then I'm going to get some paper towel, and I'm just going to rub it gently to the side and get all that excess shaving cream off. And by doing that, we are creating a very colorful leaf. So that's the last activity today. So don't forget to go out and enjoy nature, and you may find some really interesting things that you can bring home and make a collage or do an exciting craft with. Thanks for joining our early on activity today. Bye.